Hello everyone, this is Fine from Awesome Tech Gaming Pro. I hope you all are well. Today I'm going to talk about the two TV. The left side is Samsung S95B and the right side is Sony A95K. Samsung S95B and Sony A95K are OLED TVs built on cutting edge technology and are league leaders. Both are coveted and pricey products and are great additions to your home entertainment setup. Before heading to the shops to buy a new TV, will most probably think about how your new purchase will blend in with the rest of the furniture. If you got a TV that produces quality sound and awesome pictures and also acts as part of your wall decoration, you will have made a great choice. Despite the near identical features of the Samsung S95B and Sony A95K, when you look at the overall performance capability and the difference in prices, we have no hesitation in recommending the Samsung S95B. Now, if I talk about the reflection comparison, it's good but not flawless reflection behavior. In contrast to regular OLED screen, QD displays tend to have a slightly better reflection behavior, especially ambient light is minimized to a good level. In our comparison between the Samsung S95B QD OLED versus Sony A95B 5K QD OLED. However, things look further different with direct light sources. Therefore, I recommend choosing darker lighting conditions for both models in order to really experience the deep black and the great picture quality without interface. Although the Samsung can hold its own a bit better in this discipline due to its higher consistency in terms of luminance, it still does not really compete with top backlit TVs in this area. And if you see the viewing angle, the 2 TV, to avoid any unpleasant surprises when buying, you should have already clarified one important question in advance. How are the viewers in the room positioned in relation to the center of the TV screen? This is different with OLED models. Why? With this technology, the sitting position is practically irrelevant since you don't have to accept any quality deficits even when watching from an extremely wide angle. Colors remain nice and vivid, and the HDR brilliance is on a high level. The limit is actually drawn by the degree of image distortion. Both the S95B and the A95K could therefore be considered for the larger 65-inch version if that is an option for you in terms of the price and you often sit in front of the TV with several people. Although HDR content is far from reflecting the maximum possible quality level of modern top TVs, major display differences can also be present in this area. For example, the A95K cannot quite compete with Samsung's QD OLED in this section, HDR image. S95B and QD OLED versus Sony A95K QD OLED due a consistently lower brightness. Due to the integrated ABL mechanism, content that is displayed on the screen for a longer period of time becomes visibly darker. However, the Sony's panel also needs much less power in reverse and already manages 113 kilowatt per hour for 1000 operating hours. The S95B needs almost 25% more at this point. And if you see the HDR image comparison, if you want to achieve the highest possible luminance on your screen, but by no means do without an OLED model, then S95B is one of the most powerful TVs in this field. Despite identical technology, Samsung's flagship displays details more brightly than the A95K in this comparison of the Samsung S95B QD OLED and A95K QD OLED. Unfortunately, you will have to accept a drop in accuracy. This is particularly noticeable in dark content and the so-called black crush effect. Therefore, subtitles can get lost in low light scenes. The energy balance diverges even further in this area and almost makes the Sony look like an energy saver with 137 kilowatt hour. And in this price range, the streaming offer of both models does not leave you out in the cold and offers everything you need in this area. The differences is rather in completely different areas and starts with the so-called tone mapping in the comparison of the Samsung S95B and A95K. This is simply more accurate on the Sony and ensures better color fidelity compared to the S95B. In short, colors simply look more lifelike. Dolby Vision for dynamic brightness adjustment per scene and IMAX enhanced support round out the picture in a meaningful way and show why the A95K can bring one of the best cinema images into your living room. In terms of sound, you should have look for another solution since flat screen TVs aren't really made for pulling a lot of cows from the ice rink in this area. And if you see the gaming performance, uh, generally gamers will be satisfied with both TVs. However, this could be more true for one than the other. In detail, this means that the next gen suitability is given for both, but some small differences make the pendulum swing in favor of the S95B. You know, Samsung TV always favors for gaming. Of course, both are capable of HDMI 2.1, but the A95K only has this standard on the specification sheet twice. On the other hand, you can use up to 4 full-fledged connections of this kind of on the Samsung. Apart from a slightly higher input lag in Sony's smart TV, we noticed restrictions in Dolby Vision gaming in this test. The TV does not like a frame rate of 120 Hz in 4K with Dolby Vision enabled on the Xbox Series X. A maximum of 60 frames per are possible here, considering the comparatively high price. This is quite sobering conclusion in this 2 TB. And sports performance also really good since both have OLED based panels. They combine several advantages that offers a great picture during sports broadcasts. The fast screens of both models in combination with the powerful processing units ensure an uninterrupted calculation of the intermediate images and thus visually enhance the screens. The positive effect improved recognizability in real time and final sequences with larger crowds on the playing field or the racetrack. In addition, there is another significant strength. This is the high uniform display quality for larger color areas. Gradients thus look more accurate and holistic. Spot islands or small irregularities practically do not occur. However, the wide coverage of the color space speaks in favor of the Sony in this comparison. And rightly positioned, the cinema TV is just ahead of the Samsung in competition. While A95K, if you see the equipment comparison, A95K does not exactly offer the accessible version of Android 10 version 7, and Tizen is more navigation friendly and does not make you search through the menu structure on the Samsung TV for a long time. Gesture control on the Sony, distance warning, and automatic person detection for picture and sound calibration set the home theater device realized by the included Bravia cam apart from the S95B's equipment package. An additional unique selling point in this comparison, the illuminated remote control on the Japanese manufacturer's TV and the two-way mounting of the stand. This way you can let the stand disappear completely behind the case if you like. In addition to a twin tuner, a USB recording function is also available on both TVs. If required, although Apple AirPlay is integrated on the S95B. The QD flagship does not have the HomeKit feature. On the other hand, you don't have to worry about the Sony. You will find the full Apple program here, besides Bixby, which is exclusively pre-installed on the Samsung TV. You can also talk to Alex or Google Assistant. Both Samsung and Sony are well-known and respected brands in the TV market. The decision between them ultimately depends on your individual preferences and priorities. In terms of picture quality, both Samsung and Sony offer a range of screen technologies that deliver excellent performance. Samsung's TVs often use LED screens with quantum dot technology, which can produce bright and vivid colors. Additionally, Samsung also offers some models that use OLED technology, which offers excellent black levels and contrast. Sony is also well known for its OLED and LED screens, which deliver exceptional color accuracy and deep blacks. Smart TV features are also an important consideration. Samsung has its Tizen operating system, which offers a variety of streaming apps and a user-friendly interface. Sony, on the other hand, uses Android TV, which offers similar app support and customization options, as well as voice control through Google Assistant if you already use Android devices or prefer Google's ecosystem. Sony's Android TV might be a better fit for you. Ultimately, both Samsung and Sony offer high quality TVs with impressive features, so it's worth researching and comparing the specific models and prices to determine which brand and TV meet your needs and budget best. So what is the difference between Samsung and Sony OLEDs? The price difference between Samsung and Sony OLEDs can vary depending on the specific models being compared. Generally, Sony OLEDs tend to be more expensive than Samsung due to their superior picture quality and advanced features. So is the Samsung S95B worth it? The Samsung S95B marks the brand's return to OLED TVs after almost a decade, and it was certainly worth the wait. A new panel design based around quantum dots deliver all the benefits of OLED plus purer colors and brighter highlights. Image accuracy is excellent, colors are saturated and HDR pops. The Samsung 65-inch plus OLED contains 8.3 million self-illuminating pixels that switch on and off. AI-powered processor behind the intuitive Smart TV Hub, Quantum HDR OLED 4K, and built-in Dolby Atmos. On the other hand, A95K, which has intelligent TV processing, quantum dot color with QD-OLED panel, and Exa Triluminous Max, Exa OLED Contrast Pro technology, great for PlayStation 5 and HDMI 2.1 as well. So, which lasts longer, OLED or QLED? That's a question. QLED comes out on top on paper, delivering a higher brightness, longer lifespan, lower price tags, and no risk of burn-in. OLED, on the other hand, has a better viewing angle, deeper black levels, uses less power, is a killer for gaming, and might be better for your health. So, Sony A95K support Dolby Vision as well, and HDR10 DTS digital surround, HLG, and Dolby Atmos. It even has several sound modes and Fox 3D audio upscaling. The screen can automatically adjust its audio for optimal conditions during setup. I think A95K picture is looks better. The color accuracy is consistent, and I like the A95K than S95B. So what's your thought? Please write in the comments below. If you like this video, please subscribe and press the bell icon for future notifications update. Thanks for watching.
To change up.